Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about some of the random shit that comes into the shop. Oh no, I cursed early in the video. Oh no! So behind me we have a 5th gen Camaro that we are doing a clutch on. And what I can tell you is, here's some random shit. So you probably don't notice too much about this except that we took the exhaust off. But wait, there's more. Somebody sawed the subframe. I mean, I'm sure this was to get to the oil pan because something, stupid happened there. And also it looks like it's got a rear main seal leak and whatever this thing is hanging out. What is this? Oh, look at that. That's like a part of the seal? Looks like it might be part of the... Right here.
Looks like part of a rear main or something.
Yeah. Well, so that's probably where the leak is. But luckily, we're doing a clutch job on here, and we'll be able to fix that. But it looks like somebody was already there to, do the pan. That's my guess. And they decided, let's just cut this. Safety be damned. Let's just get rid of the subframe. So this is some of the random shit that, comes into the shop from time to time. Next, we have a CTS-V3 here that's come in for a lot of work, like a slew of work, but let me show you what's going on. It's getting basically a heads cam package as well as the Edelbrock 2650, which is a really nice piece for the CTS-V. But before we begin, the plot has thickened already. It's got a misfire on cylinder 6, and the plug seems okay, and the wire seems okay. And it's already modded, not by us. I don't know who it's modded by. The guy got it like this, which might be a really, really bad sign. So we're going to do a compression test real quick. We're going to find out if this thing's hurt or not, because it might be one of these Oprah things where everybody's getting a 427. You got the tester all the way in?
Well, I do, but it's jumping.
Hold on.
I could see it hit. This is an old one that I had.
Here, do it again. Well, you need a different tester?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so apparently it is making some compression. That seems like a hair on the high side, but I mean, we didn't check any of the other cylinders.
No, and it does have the other plugs in it.
Yeah,
too, so.
Yeah, it does have the other plugs. That's
but
right.
It only has 2,500 miles on it, so.
Well, I mean, yeah. We're gonna replace the plug. I don't see. I mean, it maybe a little wet, but.
Well, the wet, and then they don't have smell-o-vision. It smells like fuel. So.
You say smell-o-vision? Mm-hmm. Like something out of Futurama?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said they don't have smell-o-vision.
They don't have smell-o-vision. Okay.
Yeah, but it smells like fuel. But we're gonna put another plug in it. See what we got.
Okay. So it's really important that we address this before we tear apart the motor, and then start trying to press the balls off of it. That's huge. So far, I mean, that's a good sign that it's got compression. That way, it's not a hole in the cylinder. Because I mean, we'd find that doing the cam job because we have to take off the heads. But there's certain things that we wouldn't find, like, say, a blown-out ringland. We wouldn't actually find that by taking out the cam guaranteed, because it's not a guarantee that we would find it taking out the cam and heads and shit like that, because sometimes that thing breaks in such a way that it breaks and doesn't hurt the cylinder walls. Ask me how I know. Hi guys, it's me, Mickey Mouse! And I was wondering, how do you know, Andrew? And since you asked, it happened to my car, where the cylinder walls were completely perfect, and you can't see the ringland. Just know that it goes to zero compression. So, well, next step, plug. Maybe plug wire, maybe coil pack, and then injector. And an injector would persist past the job that we do if there is an issue. But those are our routes. That's our diagnostic before this thing goes far under the knife. Sweet! So plug?
Yeah.
There's no cracks in it. I mean, the tip seems like it's okay, but yeah, I'm surprised that it didn't fire, but maybe we're missing something. Sometimes things are tough to see, but meh, whatever. Plug fixed it, so away we go. Great, it looks like it was just a plug. The plug, I thought it should fire, and so did Eric, but guess it wasn't. So that's an easy fix. Much, much better than you know, having a blown engine or anything like that. So now that we have that resolved, it's time to tear apart. Okay, so this bad boy is getting a Texas Speed heads cam setup with our fancy dancy? Is that?
That's a word.
It's a word, fancy dancy camshaft. It's the CSP big boy camshaft, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, big boy. And then it's getting the Mighty Mouse catch can. We're also setting the computer out so we can, the TCM computer, so we can tune that. It's getting a Nick Williams 103, ATI harmonic balancer, spark plug wires, and our CSP custom trunk tank. As you guys can probably tell, I read the shit out of this. Oh, and the Edelbrock 2650. Booyah! It has a Canon intake on it. We're going to see if we can use that. Although, with what we're doing, we should probably see if we can upgrade him to the
Big Gulp.
Yeah, the Rotofab 2650, or the Rotofab Big Gulp, which we made on previous CTS-V. Alex, can you call Anthony with the 2017 CTS-V and see if we can upgrade him to a Rotofab Big Gulp?
I have one here for him.
Oh, so he's already upgraded?
Yep.
Sold! Hey, Mike, it's getting a Big Gulp.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. That definitely would have been a restriction.
Yep. It's yeah. I guess when we decided to put the Edelbrock on, that's when he decided for the Big Gulp as well. So
Cool.
it's here for it already too.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So don't forget it.
Okay.
Don't forget it.
Right.
So these cars, I mean, we are going to work on them. We are going to, you know, continue. The subframe one, we're going to highly recommend that he replace the subframe. The misfire, we've resolved that before we started working on it. Now there's, you know, other cars, and we see this from time to time, from low oil pressure to, like, you know, leaking rear mains, stuff like that. There's things that customers don't even know that they're bringing into us that are a problem. And basically, we said it before in a previous video, kind of as a joke, but you know, it's serious now. We have the doesn't feel right policy, which literally, if something doesn't feel right, we're going to look into it, and unfortunately, the customer, you're going to be charged. Now, this guy's not going to get charged for it because, I mean, that was just like there. This gentleman, the CTS-V3 was the misfire. We did a compression test on it. We did a new spark plug in it. We took some time to figure that out. He's going to get charged for it. So we're not trying to gouge anybody. It's just, you know, time is money. Time, like, to do this, you have to continue to make a profit in order to do this job. Otherwise, we go out of business and, well, then everybody gets totally boned. We're trying to be fair with all this stuff, and it makes sense. Like, if your car doesn't feel right, let us know before it comes here so we know what to look into, or, you know, give you some ideas to try beforehand. If it does feel right and we find something, I mean, we're not manifesting it. Like, it's what happens. So here's a ZR1 that's coming in for some work. That is also misfiring, so we are going to look into that. This one, we're definitely doing a compression test on all cylinders. I'll let you know the results in just a sec here. So compression check, good?
It's lower, but I know these are lower compression engines.
Yeah, they're like 9-to-1.
Yeah, so. But I believe this one has a cat failure, so I might sound a little off.
Ah, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. So that's what it was. There's a cat and that was blown out of it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, one cat working, one cat not.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Sounds
okay.
a little boaty.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so another one that, you know, we're looking into under the doesn't feel right policy. And,
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what it is. If it doesn't feel right, we got to look into it. So the reason why we did the compression check on the ZR1 was because since a cat blew out, there could have been a backup in the exhaust. And if the exhaust basically can't get the air out, well, the engine's still going to try to pump through, and it tends to pump through the rings, and then you have a ringland failure. A piston failure of some sort. So that's why the compression check was needed before we got involved in the project, to make sure that, you know, we weren't trying to, like, cam a car that was already blown up, because one, it's a waste of time, and two, you usually don't want to be on the receiving end as a shop if that's the case. So coming up this week, we have a little bit more, not so much what we're looking into in terms of, like, what's coming into the shop, but now what's going out of the shop. We're going to have my car, my Trio 1, got the stroker engine from Texas Speed, the 416 cubic inch engine, and we put on the Magnuson 2650, and we took it to the track. So you're going to have to see that in just a little bit. We also have the big boy Camaro that basically did the same build as me, except with a 427, no inner chiller, and a whole shit ton of nitrous. So that one's pretty exciting as well. Oh, and a build trans, which, foreshadowing, I will be doing on my car. And then we also have Alex's piece of shit Mustang back here that we just did a pretty crazy build on, and that's definitely coming up on the channel as well. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.